In the Pacific Ocean lived a girl drop of water named Kehaulani. Her name means dew from the sky. Her family floated around the ocean until they followed a wave onto the island of Kauai. There, they lived happily by Mount Waialeale. Kehaulani's best friend growing up was a boy drop named Hanini, which means to pour down like rain. Living on Mount Waialeale was like living in an amusement park for water. It is the second wettest place on earth, so Kehaulani and Hanini spent their days drifting like fog through the jungle and condensing on leaves, then falling down big waterfalls into magical ponds. Life was fun. One day, a human boy scooped up water into a jar and said, "Look, Mom, now I will have a little bit of Hawaii on my bedroom dresser in Charleston, South Carolina." Hanini was in that jar. Kehaulani was very sad and wanted to be with Hanini. She talked to her friend the sun and asked how she could get to Charleston, South Carolina. The sun used his thermal energy to make Kehaulani evaporate. Just as a strong wind blew eastward towards California, she became condensation crossing the Pacific Ocean. Kehaulani became part of a cloud. She made friends with a boy dropped named Alani, which means beautiful cloud. He liked to party. He invited more friends to condense into their cloud until it was very crowded. Alani turned on some dance music, and all the water molecules started dancing and jumping as they watched beautiful tall mountains passing below. At first, Kehaulani was warm from dancing and didn't notice the temperature dropping. She had never been cold before. Suddenly, her arms froze spread out. She looked around and everyone was frozen. Kehaulani didn't know it, but she was a stunning snowflake. The cloud was so heavy, it started to break apart, and the snowflakes became precipitation falling onto Mount Pillier, Idaho. Kehaulani could do nothing but sit and shiver and wonder if Hanini was safe. In the morning, children turned the snowflakes into a snowman. Kehaulani was really stuck now. 3 days passed with no sun. On the fourth day, her friend the sun saw her stuck in the snowman. The sun shone down and filled Kehaulani with thermal energy. She started to melt and slid down onto the frozen ground. The sun kept sending energy, and Kehaulani moved faster, rolling down the hill. Was run off into a river. Now she was really moving fast. Kehaulani was happy she was in a river and hoped she was getting closer to Hanini. But instead of South Carolina, she landed in a big lake. Kehaulani begged the sun to send even more thermal energy to make her evaporate out of the lake. The sun helped her, and once again she was condensation. This time the cloud she joined didn't party like Alani did. The wind blew the cloud all the way to Minnesota. Kehaulani's friend the sun became covered by clouds. Soon she was colder and running out of energy. This time, the rain landed in the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River started out as a small creek, but then got bigger and bigger. Kehaulani traveled hundreds of miles very slowly. Would she ever see Hanini again? Kehaulani noticed the river had turned back into a creek. She had left the Mississippi. Then the lights went out. Kehaulani had infiltrated into the wet soil. She couldn't ask the sun for help. She couldn't even see the other drops of water. Kehaulani was very sad and very scared. Without the sun's help, how would she ever find Hanini? Many days passed in darkness. One day, the root of a crimson clover sucked Kehaulani up. Then she traveled up the stem. Kehaulani was still trapped, but at least she was moving. She entered the leaf and everything was green. She thought, "Is it St. Patrick's Day?" Kehaulani started dreaming that she could see the sun. Something wonderful happened. Transpiration. The sun was out and had found Kehaulani. The leaf of the crimson clover released her into the air. Kehaulani was evaporating again. This time, the sun worked carefully with the wind to send Kehaulani to Charleston, South Carolina. Just as she was passing by, the cloud let go, and Kehaulani was precipitation again. She fell into the Atlantic Ocean right next to Hanini. The young boy had emptied his jar of Hawaiian water at the beach. Kehaulani and Hanini were so happy. They vowed to never leave each other again. The sun asked them to travel the world with him, and they lived happily ever after.